Hello race fans, it's time for another race from the NNSCRA Caterpillar ARCA Series, and we have gone to the south. This is going to be round number 2 taking place at Rockingham Speedway. Now we've had a couple spectacular races over the last previous seasons. We have our previous winners were Sasha Dawson and Joseph Lombard. Now neither drivers are back in the third season, but that means that we're going to have a new potential race winner here. Our front row consists of Cody Llamas and Angel Navarro. Now, Angel Navarro, he was driving like a maniac back at Daytona, but this track is nowhere near close to Daytona. You really have to be careful here. Turns 1 and 2, you want to be on the inside line, and turns 3 and 4, some drivers may prefer the outside line. But what will we see? These 32 drivers are about to get underway here, as we're just seconds away from those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and easy, long day. It's going to be a lot of adjustment. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. This is a real race here. We're going to have a blast tonight. I can't wait to get out there and get going.
And as all the drivers are coming off pit road, here's your starting lineup for round number 2. Cody Llamas really trying to find any kind of way to get back in victory lane. He has the prime pole position right now, right beside his fellow R Angel Navarro. But don't forget, our second row consists of Kyle Matthews and Michael Norman. So we have no idea what's going to happen here, but we're in for a pretty long one here today. 40 laps here at this track. Rockingham still lives on here in NR 2003 as the green flag is out. No man, not wasting any time. Dillon Young, he's making 3 wide. Oh crap, it's 4 wide. And oh man, contact between him and Cole Dalley. Oh man, that was close. As you see, all the drivers heading into turns 3 and 4. And oh boy, Kyle Matthews just scraped the wall big time. And that's going to cost him a lot of positions. As well as Angel Navarro. Oh man, he's got some right side damage. Cody Llamas led the first lap, but oh boy, they're going 3 wide. Oh, we got trouble. Teammates get together. Oh man, Tim Fiegel's involved. John Trollston, Dillon Poteet's involved. And holy cow, they're still wrecking. Oh man, Sean Harple, Adam Akers, Andreas Allen. Oh man. And Charles Jackson, he's got some damage. Oh man, caution is out. That did not take long at all. And leading them to the line was Cody Llamas. Second is Michael Norman. Third was Dillon Young. Fourth was R Kris Wascher. And rounding out the top 5 was Lyndon Wright. But oh boy, that did not take long at all. Tim Fiegel, oh man, he's got a lot of damage to that number 9. And there's Kyle Matthews. He's up in smoke. Sean Harple, he just went to pit road. The same goes for Ian Dutta. There's John Trollston with some left side and rear damage, and Dillon Poteet, he was involved, but I don't see any damage to that 4 car. Oh wait, yes I do. He's got some right side damage. The same can be said for Adam Akers. And there's a little bit of damage to Nick Pericles as well. Oh man, we have to see what brought out this accident. Now here's what happened on lap number 1. They were going 3 wide entering turn 3, and Angel Navarro, he's the one that smacked the wall, but Kyle Matthews was right on his bumper, And then he also gives a little lick, and then both of them just scraped the wall, and they lost a ton of spots. Oh man, that's really bad for the 10 and the 52, but it doesn't end there. On the next lap, we had a wreck between two teammates. They got together. Now here's what happened after they crossed the start-finish line. Tim Fiegel was heading into turn 1 3 wide along with Dillon Poteet and Charles Jackson. And then the 9 car just came up right onto the 4. And then he just slides up right into his teammate John Trollston. And Poteet, he slides up into Charles Jackson. Then man, Kyle Matthews, he gets into John Trollston. Then Ian Dutta, he gets collected after the 52 gets hit. And oh man, Sean Henley and Adam Akers, they got together. Oh man, Sean Henley, he just went head first out of the turn 2 wall. Then Andreas Allen and Nick Pericles got together. Pericles smacks the wall. But oh man, that's got to be a hard hit for Henley there in the 5. Okay, here we are with a real quick onboard camera look from Sean Henley. He just slammed right into the right side of Adam Akers in the 32. And here we are back at Rockingham. We are going to restart on lap number 7 out of 40, and only 2 guys dropped out of the race. That was Tim Fiegel and Kyle Matthews. Real tough break for both of these guys. And as you see, Ian Dutta and Sean Henley, after that accident, they are 1 lap down. But now, will they be slow? I have no idea. We'll find out once we get back underway. Our leader is Cody Llamas. 2nd is Michael Norman. 3rd, Dillon Young. 4th, Kris Wascher. 5th is Lyndon Wright. 6th is Chris Kyle. 7th is Cole Dalley. 8th is James Qualls. 9th is Anthony McCurry. And running out the top 10 is Kyle Sosnoski. I don't know if Cody Llamas is going to have to deal with the lap traffic of Ian Dutta and Sean Henley, but we're about to find out. The pace car is now back onto pit road, and we're about to get back underway here. Green flag is back out. And it looks like that Sean Henley and Ian Dutta are indeed slow. Cody Llamas is going to try to do whatever he can to run away with that lead, and Sean Henley, oh man, he just got forced on the high side, and he is mega slow. He's holding up Anthony McCurry, and oh man, he almost came in contact with Noah Boggs, and oh man, now McCurry's in the wall. Oh boy, and oh man, McCurry, I think he just lost like nearly 20 spots there. No boy, now Sean Henley, he's on the extreme high side now, but these guys are really racing as hard as possible. Heading back up to the front, it's still all about Cody Llamas, but now we're having a heated battle for 2nd between Michael Norman and Dillon Young. Dillon Young just barely edges out Michael Norman as he just went to the extreme high side. Oh man, look at the run Norman got. Oh man, he took that 2nd place spot back. Now he's going to have to work on chasing down Cody Llamas now. Cody Llamas, he's trying to do all the defensive driving he can as we now go to the spectators camera. And oh man, we had a spin on the front straightaway, but there was no caution. And someone's on pit road. I couldn't tell who that was. Someone's on pit road, and it's John Trollston. Oh man, he may have been the one that spun. Now David Akers and Dillon Poteet are coming down pit road. Oh wow, I just said David Akers. Oh my God, Adam Akers. My apologies there. But anyway, back to Cody Llamas now. He still has a commanding lead over Michael Norman. Kris Wascher made his way into 4th. Lyndon Wright is still running in 5th as the top 7 have kind of broken away. Sosnoski, he's losing the draft a little bit. Now running in 9th is Joshua Mudd. And oh boy, and I think some drivers are coming down pit road, and the caution's out. We have a caution now. And oh man, Sean Harple, he's on pit road. And oh man, Nick Pericles, he's got more damage than Adam Akers. Oh man, I'll just talk about Adam Akers. And I just saw Charles Jackson on pit road. There's McCrory. He came down as well. And I'm trying to see who was involved in this. I'm not sure, but we have our second caution of the day, and I think all the leaders are coming down pit road this time by. Yes, they are. No one's choosing to stay out. Cody Llamas leads the field down pit road, but we're gonna have to see what happened to bring out our second caution. But before we do that, let's see how these pit stops are gonna happen. And Ian Dutta, he's staying out, but he's already a lap down. As we now switch to the pit road camera. As you see all the drivers taking their pit stops, we're trying to see who's going to benefit most of this. It looks like everyone is taking 4 tires and fuel. Cody Llamas is the first one out. Second is Dillon Young. And oh man, Michael Norman, he got a bad spot. He lost a few spots on that pit cycle. Pit problems for the 3 car, but anyway, let's see what happened to bring out our second caution of the day. Now here was the accident that happened at the rear of the field, and I'm really shocked that this did not bring out the caution. Coming out of turn 4, Adam Akers just clipped the left rear of Sean Henley, and that brought them down right onto Dillon Poteet and Anthony McCrory. And as you see, now switching to the spectators camera, we see that Dillon and Sean just slide into the grass, and McCrory, he tried his best to save it, and he managed to keep it going. But I guess since it was at the rear of the pack and there were no cars coming on track, they NNSCRA decided not to throw a caution for that, and I'm really shocked. Sean Henley manages to keep going, as Dillon, he has to turn his car around. The same can be said for Adam Akers in the 32. Now let's see what actually brought out our caution. Now here's having to brought out our caution. I think Pericles was trying to come onto pit road, but I guess he didn't see Ty Naughton there. I mean he just clips the 7 car, and that just sent him straight into the wall. Then for some reason the 12 car was just stuck up there. And right when he was about to get back underway, apparently his car just went up in smoke, and he was stuck in the middle of the track, and then there goes McCrory passing by, so they had to throw a caution there. Cars were still on the track coming his way, and he was just stuck dead in the water. So that's the reason that we have our second caution here today. And here we are back at Rockingham, and I gotta say, having a caution come out while cars are taking pit stops really screws up the field. We have lots of guys a lap down, and we have more retirees out of the race. Well, actually, we only have one. That's Nick Pericles. We have an inside row full of lap cars. Now Sean Harple and Anthony McCrory, they're still on the lead lap, but they have to stay ahead of Cody Llamas, who's still the race leader. Second is Dillon Young. Third is Kris Wascher now. Fourth is Lyndon Wright. Fifth is Chris Kyle. Sixth is Michael Norman. He had a bad pit stop. Seventh is Kyle Sosnoski. Eighth is Cole Dalley. Ninth is Joshua Mudd. And rounding out the top 10 is James Qualls. But how are these lap cars going to play a factor for all of these guys? I have no idea, but we're about to find out as we're about to get back underway here at Rockingham. We're racing on lap number 16 out of 40. We haven't even hit the halfway mark, and Poteet, oh man, he almost made it 3 wide. That's going to force Cody Llamas on the extreme high side. That's going to give the lead over to Dillon Young in the 1. And oh boy, it's the Dillon and Dillon show right now. It's all heading into turn 3. Adam Akers, he's in the wall. Oh boy, keep it together. Dillon Young just led that lap, and now we're having about a second now between Cody Llamas and Kris Wascher. Kris Wascher now, he's trying to stay behind Dillon Young right now for that second position, but Cody Llamas, he's not gonna give up a fight, as we see John Trollston in the wall now. And Cody Llamas, he's trying to defend his second place position, and he wants to try to get his lead back. We got 4, 1, and 2 right now, but Dillon Young, after what happened last week, and old man Cole Dalley, he just got wicked loose back there. But he saved it, and he managed to keep it going. Right now, he's having a battle for 8th between him and Joshua Mudd. Oh man, that was a close battle there. And oh boy, we just saw Dillon Young go to the extreme hot side. And oh man, we got a wreck back there. Oh man, huge wreck. One car went upside down. And McCrory, he's trying to stay on the lead lap, but he just got into the wall. And that's going to put him a lap down. But Sean Harple, he's going to go back to the rear of the field. Oh man, that's a tough break for McCrory. But now Sean Harple, he gets to go back. And oh boy, Charles Jackson, he's up in smoke. Noah Boggs, he was involved in the 45. Ty Naughton, last week's pole sitter. Ian Dutta was involved. Andreas Allen. And there's Cody Hagan in the 15. Oh man, real tough break. There's Ron Acosta, he was involved. Sean Henley's got damage. John Trollston, he was one of the cars I saw around. And there's Cole Dalley in the 18. And I'm trying to see if there's anyone else with damage. But the leaders are coming back down pit road again. And oh man, Adam Akers just turned Sosnoski. Oh man, what was that about? Wow, the 32 just flat out turned the 09 coming to pit road. Wow, I have no idea what that was about. But right now, our leader is Dillon Young while he's taking his pit stop. Let's see what happened this time. Okay, here's what happened to brought out our third caution, and whoa, Nelly, I don't think Trollston's going to be too happy with Joshua Mudd. Heading into turns 1 and 2, Joshua Mudd in the 8 tried to go through the middle, but Adam Akers pushed him up, and then that forced Mudd to get loose, and then he just flat out taps the 19, and that sent the 19 straight into the wall. Then after that, Cole Dalley, he gets collected after the hit. Then, oh man, Cody Hagan, he sent the 19 flying. Then Ryan Acosta, he got a lick from the 18. And Angel Navarro, he also got collected. And Skye Commons, he gets involved as well. He gives a lick to the 10 car. Then Andreas Allen nearly sent the 45 over on his roof. Oh man, then further back, Ty Naughton, he gets into Cody Hagan back here. Oh man, this was just a huge accident, all because of the 8 car. Cole Dalley, he's spinning non-stop in his 18. Then back here, Sean Henley, he comes into the picture and he just slams into the back of the 13. Oh man, so that's the second time he's been in an accident. There's Charles Jackson behind all that smoke, and there's Pichu London back there in the 94. So, oh man, huge accident in the back straightaway. There's Angel Navarro in the 10. And then there's Skye Commons after he got collected. Oh man, it's just a huge accident in the back straightaway, and oh man, it's all because of this guy, Joshua Mudd. And here's what happened between the 32 and the 09. Apparently, they had a little scuffle coming into pit road, and I guess that Adam Akers, I don't think he liked what the 09 did, and then he just got into oh man, he just flat out turned him coming into pit road. So that's what happened to the 09, and 32 was past the commitment cone, but he decided to stay out, so I don't know what that was about. And a little bit of dose of instant karma, Joshua Mudd, he actually ran into the 09, and you won't believe what happened afterwards. He was trying to come into pit road, but still to avoid the 09, he just, I don't know, I think something broke on his steering wheel, because he just flat out just ran into the pit road barriers. He just gave the barriers a tap, and unfortunately, that was enough to make Joshua Mudd retire out of this race, and he was running in the 8th position, ironically. So that's a little bit of dose of instant karma for what he did to John Trollston. And here we are back at Rockingham once more. We're going to restart on lap number 24. We are past the halfway mark, and we have more retirees out of the race. Let's see. John Trollston is out of the race. Sean Henley is out of the race. Charles Jackson is out. Cole Dalley is out. Cody Hagan is out. And Noah Boggs is out. And we all saw what happened to Joshua Mudd. He's officially out of the race. But the other lap cars have to pass him. Let's see. Okay, our new running order is now Dillon Young, Kris Wascher, Lyndon Wright, Michael Norman, Chris Kyle, Cody Llamas. He dropped down to 6th after pit stops. Sosnoski, shockingly. James Qualls, Marco Salpietro, and Levi McIntire. That's our top 10. And we still have some more lap cars on the inside line, but how are they, well, you know, like, how are they gonna do? It looks like Ron Acosta, he's in D-slow, as we're back racing, and I just bit my tongue. Ouch. Anyway, Kris Wascher, he's not wasting any time. He's already trying to go under the one car for the lead with the help of Lyndon Wright in the black deuce right there. And oh man, they're almost trying to make it 3 wide, but coming out of turn number 4, Dillon Young, he's going to get the run off the high side. And look at Michael Norman, he's going to try to go to the inside of Lyndon Wright. Oh man, trying to get that inside run, but Lyndon Wright, he's using the outside line to make it work. Chris Kyle, he's still hanging on to the bit. I don't know if Cody Llamas is going to try to get back up to the front after losing 5 positions on that last pit stop, or 4. I think he was second when they came to the caution. But right now, Dillon Young, he's the one in charge right now. He's trying to use that outside line to get away from the pack. And it looks like we're about to have a battle for 5th now. But oh boy, Cody Llamas, he just flat out blocked the 98 car. And now he's trying to look on getting another position from Michael Norman. Oh man, second through 5th are nothing but black cars. They're all chasing that little blue and yellow car that's in the lead. And it seems like everybody racing has seemingly calmed down for now. But Kris Wascher in the 22, he's gonna try to do whatever he can to chase down Dillon Young. Lyndon Wright hanging back onto 3rd, Michael Norman 4th, 5th, Cody Llamas. We just had a battle for 6th between Chris Kyle and Kyle Sosnoski. And here comes James Qualls now into the battle. And here comes Salpietro in the 41. He's stuck on the high side. But he may be trying to use that. Just look at the run he's getting, trying to get around James Qualls for position. And he has gotten around the 25, but he hasn't quite cleared it yet. Now he did. Oh man, he's going to try to use that outside run, and he's already trying to get under the 09 of Sosnoski. Heading back up to the front. Nobody has tried to challenge Dillon Young for the lead yet, but time is slowly running out. But the question is, are any of these guys have to come back down pit road before this race is over, or will we have another caution? I certainly hope not. And oh man, we're having a battle for 2nd place. And oh man, Kris Wascher, he just slammed the door on Lyndon Wright. That was a close one. And oh boy, that made him lose a lot of momentum. Kris Wascher, he's going to try to do whatever he can to chase down that one car. Let's ride on board with him. And oh boy, while Kris Wascher is chasing down Dillon Young, they're coming up on a lap car. I believe that's the 10 of Angel Navarro. I don't know. Yes, it is the 10 car. And he is, oh man, he is in D-slow. Is it all going around the 10 car? And oh boy, now we have to see if everyone else can get around him. And oh yes, he is going super slow. I believe he's going probably either 10 or 20 miles an hour slower than the rest of these guys. And oh boy, he's holding up Marco Salpietro and James Qualls, and he just got into the wall. The 41 and the 25 have gotten past the 10. And it looks like that Kris Wascher, he's closing the gap on Dillon Young. Dillon Young, he's going to have to do a lot of defensive driving if he doesn't want to get past. Let's go to the rear camera of the 1 car. Oh man, just look how close that number 22 bumper is. And oh boy, Kris Wascher is trying to get an inside run. He can't quite get it yet. Dillon Young still has the 22 clear. Norman, he's still all over the back bumper of Lyndon Wright. He really tried to once get the third position now. Now Cody Llamas. Whoa! Oh man! Contact between Cody Llamas and Michael Norman. That was close. Oh man! It just shows how hard all these guys want to try to get into position. And we're having a battle for second place now. Lyndon Wright, he's trying to get under Kris Wascher for second. As Dillon Young, he's trying to defend both lines possible. He doesn't want the 2 or the 22 to get around him. And oh boy, they're catching up on another lap machine. That's Andreas Allen, who's missing his hood. Oh boy, where's the one car gonna go? He's trying to get another run off of the high side, as well as Michael Norman. And Michael Norman just got around Chris Kyle and Lyndon Wright. Now he's moving to the inside of Kris Wascher. Oh man, that 3 car is on a charge, but he's slowly running out of time. Dillon Young, he's really trying to defend every line possible. After controversy last week for causing the only caution at Daytona. And right now, he's in command of the lead, but Kris Wascher, he is not giving up. But Michael Norman, he's trying to get that outside run. And oh man, he just got into Kris Wascher, but he may have just regret that because the 77 just made him lose a lot of momentum. Oh boy, we have 2.5 laps to go, and time is running out. They all got around the 77, and the next lap car is Ian Dutta and Ty Naughton. And they're gonna catch them pretty soon. And oh man, Michael Norman's in the wall! Oh boy, Michael Norman's in the wall, and Dillon Young is pitting! Dillon Young just surrendered the lead. Who is our leader? It's Kris Wascher, and oh man, he almost has a full second gap over Chris Kyle. Dillon Young could not make it on fuel. Now Kris Wascher is in charge. Heading into turns 3 and 4. Is he coming down pit road? Yes, he is. He's coming down pit road. Chris Kyle, he's staying out. We're coming to the white flag. Chris Kyle takes the white flag. And who's in second place? I have no idea who's in second place right now. Oh boy, he may have been the only car that stayed out. In second place right now is, oh man, I have no idea. But now coming out of turns 3 and 4, completely on pit strategy. The number 98 Ford Fusion of Chris Kyle. He will take round 2. Oh my goodness, Chris Kyle on fuel strategy. He manages to stay out for as long as he could while running on fumes, and he will win round number 2 here at Rockingham. And second place was Seth Cole. Oh man, Seth Cole. Oh man, but we still have to get confirmation on the finishing order because I don't think it's confirmed right now. But we do know one thing: Chris Kyle, he just won this race. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to go to the standings to see if any of the races, if the standings are official, and they are official. Chris Kyle, he won this race. Round 2, Rockingham. Oops. Sorry about that. And this race is in the books. Seth Cole, he stayed out as well, but he was 3 seconds behind. There was no way he was gonna catch Chris Kyle. And Kris Wascher, he came down pit road the same time that Michael Norman did, and he managed to come in 3rd. So 2 Penske teammates finished 2nd and 3rd here. Michael Norman ended up 4th. Sosnoski ended up 5th. Lyndon Wright fell back to 6th. Cody Llamas fell back to 2nd. Marco Salpietro is 8th. Qualls was 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Pichu London, and he was all the way at the back of the pack. He was involved in that he was involved in the 3rd caution, and he still managed the top 10. Sean Harple ended up 11th. He started this race dead last, I believe. McCrory ends up 12th, and Dillon Young, he fell all the way back to 13th after that. That's got to be a real tough break for the one car. He dominated the second half of this race. Levi McIntire ended up 14th, and Angel Navarro, despite being a lap down, he still ended up with a top 15. Last week's winner, Skye Commons, ends up 16th. Acosta ended up 17th. Then we have Ty Naughton, Dillon Poteet, and Andreas Allen ran out the top 20. Then pretty much the last car running was Adam Akers and Ian Dutta, because they were still on the track. They were just on pit road. And then from 23rd on down to 32nd, we have Joshua Mudd, Noah Boggs, Cody Hagan, teammates Cole Dalley and Charles Jackson, Sean Henley, John Trollston, Nick Pericles, Kyle Matthews, and Tim Fiegel. That is the rest of the field, but oh boy, that's got to be one of the most exciting finishes we have had in ARCA. Oh boy, round number 3. That's the next race on the chopping block. So we will see you there next time. Congratulations one last time to Chris Kyle for capturing his very first ARCA Series victory of the season.